Go away, you fight him. You fight him. Tooth and nail. You rip his face off, if he has one. I'm not sure. Oh, it's in. Oh. Nuh-uh. Turn the flashlight out, you dumb. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Yeah, I think my life shortened a little bit there. I'm only a little bit late, okay? It's not that bad. It's pretty bad. Hello everyone and welcome finally to Vita Carnis. Vita Carnis? Vita Carnis? I'm not too sure, but apparently that stands for living flesh, which means we're in for a good old time. Now, a bunch of you have been telling me about this series, telling me that I need to watch it. It's really good, it's really spooky, it's very weird, and I'm into that. So, here we are. Warning, this video talks and shows graphic content like gore, flashing lights, violence, death, and viewer discretion is advised. Oh, that's a fun way to start. Federal law. Oh, I'm gonna get sued. Sick. Oh boy.
On planet Earth,
Ooh.
life has thrived for millions of years.
Hell yeah. Look at
Creatures
us.
big and small have found ways to adapt and evolve to flourish in all types of environments.
Ah.
Earth has homed these creatures since the dawn of life itself. Only until very recently, things have changed. New life forms have appeared all around the globe and completely changing the balance of nature and what we know about evolution itself.
Lice.
That is why we, at National Living Meat Research, have been studying these new species, trying to help educate everyone about these creatures and their wondrous ways of life.
Question. How do I get a job at the National Living Meat Research Facility? I just really want to tell people that that's my job. Cute.
What
Roomies.
these creatures are is mysterious and still not well known today. But
Ugh.
here's what we do know. These creatures are comprised mainly of muscle tissue, organs, and bones.
Oh,
They
good.
greatly resemble animals with no skin, or store-bought meat. Because of these characteristics, they have been named accordingly as Vita Carnis, which leads to the first creature of the Carnis species, the crawl. The
Oh.
crawl is a growth of meaty tendrils that closely resemble the small intestine, the
Oh.
only difference being the dark red coloration.
Oh,
These
gross.
tendrils grow in a similar pattern as vines, mold, or fungi. The crawl's abundance grants plenty of nourishment to all animals, from plants feeding on the decayed crawl, herbivores thriving on increased plant population, and carnivores feeding on both the abundant prey, and are able to eat the crawl as well. Humanity also uses the crawl to our advantage.
Okay. This is why I always get super intimidated by these series, these new series that I start, that I have to learn a whole bunch of lore for, because my mind is going to be going in 20 different directions and they're all going to be wrong. But to me, I was thinking, when I saw it, what it looked like initially, it looked like a nervous system. If you've seen a picture of what a human being's nervous system looks like, without its skin and everything, it kind of looks like the crawl thing. But then, when it was talking about how it's beneficial for the environment and the life cycles of all these creatures and stuff, I was thinking, it sounds more like a parasite. Like, you know how some parasites, it's their whole life cycle is to be eaten by another creature so then they can pass on to a different kind of creature. I don't know. My brain. It hurts.
Because of the supernatural rate of growth and its richness in nutrients,
Well, I
it
didn't
has
like
been
that.
sustainably cultivated into domestic farms.
Nah, see,
The crawl
it's...
is harvested and processed into fertilizer, which greatly increases crop yield and quality.
It's
The
embedding
crawl
itself.
may also be used as a food source for humans.
I don't
and
like
reliably
that.
So. But due to its unkindly appearance and taste, it has yet to reach cuisine standards. Sometimes, in a crawl-populated environment, a node of meat may develop on one of the branches.
A node
This
of
node
meat.
will fall off and grow into a functioning organism, and go to live on as an independent animal.
Oh, cute.
This leads us to the upcoming species that we will be discussing. The first of these creatures are the trimmings.
The trimmings. What was that? What was that? Hey, excuse me. Less of the flashing by and expecting me not to see it. You put effort into this series. I want to know what it's about. Darian. La-di-da. Oh, once upon a time. Oh, it's a story. I can't read that, but I'm sure it's great. But why the heck is this in here? What does this have to do with anything? Okay, on to learning about the trimmings, which is the worst name for anything I've ever heard.
Trimmings are small animals
my
that
God.
resemble skinned raccoons. They are
Skinned
commonly
raccoons?
known to have a plump body.
That's no raccoon I've ever seen.
All individual trimmings are unique, each with a different body shape, number of limbs, and other characteristics.
Oh, great. I'm sure they all have great personalities, too.
Their diet consists of rotting plants and meat, including, but not limited to, fruits, vegetables, roots, seeds, insects, and deceased animals.
It's the cleanup crew. I see.
Although its appearance is unsightly, it is a cowardly creature, only fleeing, screeching, and hiding when threatened.
Yeah, but there's a lot of them.
Because of its lack of defensive traits, it lies near the bottom of the food chain, making it
Good
naturally
God.
its population would eventually die out.
Oh.
This is not the case.
Wait! What was that? Estimated 400 plus trimmings gathered under a large abandoned satellite dish. Okay. They're just communicating with their home planet. No biggie. Just letting their nan know that they're doing well.
Naturally, trimmings can be found wherever there is abundant crawl.
Dope.
Trimmings grow at a decent pace, reaching maturity at around 7 months, having a maximum lifespan of 2 to 4 years.
That is a long time.
Although they are plentiful, humanity has no proper way to implement trimmings into society. Their overabundance has even considered them pests, due to them digging through trash bins and making excessive noise at night.
Who is
Besides
Vontae? Oh god, someone's keeping them as a pet? What is wrong with us? While I'm completely against everything they stand for and what they look like, I think their personalities are probably pretty nice. They're just trying to find scraps, you know what I mean? They're just in the trash, just hanging out, doing their best. They didn't ask to be born. They didn't ask to be called trimmings. So they're probably just making the best of it, you know? And I can respect that, to a degree. I don't want to look at it, though.
The next species on our list is the meat snake.
I'll get to that. Meat snake? Wanna run that by me again? What kind of series is this? What kind of program? What kind of program is this? I feel like this is an April Fool's joke and it's not even April. During the travels on one of their maybe voyages? Who knows? A great storm struck. It was so powerful, it swayed the boat the royal family rode and pushed the prince out into the sea. So that story that I paused on the first time, with the king and the queen and what looked like a daughter, I assume this is their story. They had a son, he died. How tragic. I am very curious about what this has to do with anything, but right now I'm very distracted by the concept of a meat snake. So let's get back on track.
The meat snake is a worm-like creature.
God!
Its size varies during its lifespan, depending on how much it consumes. When it first separates from the crawl, it is only a few centimeters in length. Eventually, it will reach an average length of 5 meters.
That is
Although,
way too
under extreme
much.
conditions, like natural disasters, war, or plague, it can greatly surpass this length.
Stop doing that. You sneaky, sneaky, sneak. Largest meat snake ever discovered. During a sweep of underground settlements made during the war, a massive-sized meat snake was discovered stuck inside an underground railway. The beast was measured at a total of 40 meters in length. It is believed that bodies gathered during the war were fed to the creature, causing it to reach the unbelievable size. Cult activity is highlighted there, which is really helpful. Thank you. Okay, so we have a royal family, and we have a weird collection of creatures, all starting from the crawl, right? Is that how they're all born? And now we have a cult. Many questions. And me that's too dumb to figure them out. So get in the comments and help me.
Once it locates the corpse, the meat snake will open its jaw and swallow the entire body whole. Once the entire body is consumed, the meat snake's stomach will release a variety of chemicals. Some will break down soft tissue like skin. Others chemicals will then ferment and preserve the tissue to keep it from breaking down for as long as possible. The meat snake will take the skull from the consumed organism and use it as its own. Each meat snake has its own skull, each corresponding to what that one has consumed.
That one was a person face.
During its lifespan, it will swap or replace these skulls if needed.
That's cool though.
A meat snake's lifespan depends entirely on how much a meat snake consumes.
All you can eat buffet.
The meat snake is the only member of the Carnis family that is able to reproduce. When
I hate that.
When a meat snake reaches an excessive size, and is in the conditions to do so, it will commence mitosis, splitting itself in two. Then the now two meat snakes will go on their separate ways and live on as two distinct organisms.
That is some fucked up shit. What the fuck are we watching? I mean, I love it, and I'm a fan of it. I think it's great. Thank you for making me watch this. It's really cool. It's very interesting, but I hate it. I feel icky. I feel like I need to go to like a confessional or something. I don't know what I'm confessing to, but I feel like I should.
Humans use meat snakes in butcher shops as a waste bin, dispose roadkill, within war on the battlefield to dispose of festering bodies and
that's
parts,
messed
and
up.
within zoos to dispose of deceased animals.
That's messed up. That's messed up.
They are extremely tame, not caring if any creature is around them, only acting defensively when it is within consuming a meal. This means they are very easy to tame.
Who the fuck has tried? If I'm driving down the road and I'm chilling, it's a Sunday, and then I see that, I'm not gonna pull over and teach it how to play fetch. This series is gonna be a problem. Ugh, get it away.
Our next creature is
Thank
the
you.
mimic.
Oh, I've heard about this one.
The mimic.
Whoa. Also, hey.
The mimic is a
Also,
bipedal
wait.
creature with
Yeah, I've heard about this one. People said the mimic is a big old spooky. Intriguing. After being stranded at sea, the young prince eventually was cast to an island, injured. The prince stumbled his way into a nearby cave. The prince used what magic he could to put himself into a healing sleep. Oh, okay, so he lived.
The mimic is a bipedal creature with uncanny similarities to humanoid anatomy.
Dope.
They greatly resemble humans without skin, with added exaggerated features. These features include extended finger length, longer limbs, bulging, empty eyes, and their most prominent feature, a wide, teeth-filled smile.
Of course, why
Although
not?
it resembles a happy face, this is due to coincidence.
This is just a regenerator.
A mature mimic's diet is comprised entirely of human flesh.
Don't go quiet like that. Especially after you said that he would eat me. Now he's staring at me.
In the first stage, a young mimic separates from the crawl. They closely resemble their trimming relatives, but are thin, sleek, and only have 4 appendages.
Kill it.
Once fully transformed, it will resemble the description mentioned in the beginning.
That's not even
Its
the third
hunting
one?
style changes and becomes much more complicated.
Walked inside
It
home
now
after Owen
stalks
escaped.
and feeds only on
Oh!
humans.
Oh!
To blend in, it may use objects to conceal itself. These include clothing, mannequins, and furniture.
That's funny. Furniture?
Once a target has been found, the mimic will observe its prey and learn its routine and when it is most
Oh
vulnerable.
god, why?
This is typically when the human is asleep at night. Once the prey is within position, the mimic will advance silently until it is close enough. The
Wow.
mimic will then execute and immediately begin consumption.
Oh boy.
Once the mimic has had its fill, it will leave the scene. In the case that a human is awake, a mimic will use a variety of sounds to either lure or startle prey into cornering
shit.
themselves.
I didn't like that. Don't do that. That was great. Well done. Oh god. What the hell's... Oh no. You've triggered the sniffles. Triggered? Triggered. I can't speak. I'm all sniffly. Go away. Go away. Go away. You fight him. You fight him. Tooth and nail. You rip his face off. If he has one. I'm not sure. Oh, okay. Okay. Why? Where are these sounds you were talking about? Oh, it's in. Oh. No. Huh. Nah. Nuh-uh. Turn the flashlight out, you dumb. For fuck's sake. Oh! Uh-oh! Oh my god! Yeah, I think my life shortened a little bit there. So this is why people were saying, wait till the mimic. That's why people kept saying that to me. I see. You guys are mean. You're rude and you're mean. And you know it.
The Harvester.
Ooh!
The Harvester.
Okay. But the prince's sleep was long. He slept for what seemed like forever, and as he slept, the land around him changed and grew. It was unrecognizable from when the prince first arrived, but the sleep still needed time to heal the prince. Much more time, but it kept the prince safe while he rested. guarding him from the elements as the land changed. Is he like becoming the Crawl or something? I don't know where I got that.
The harvester is a large, bulbous mass, with a large amount of tendrils spreading from the base.
Dope.
The bulb measures around 3 meters in height and 2 meters in diameter. The tendrils,
Sick.
on the other hand, can extend up to 150 meters in diameter horizontally.
Oh.
The harvester is a specialized form of crawl that grows in a unique and deadly way. These branches are lined on each length of the tendril with spines. On one side, the spines can inject a neurotoxin, which will attack the nervous system of whomever it is injected into, causing sudden paralysis.
Sure.
The other side can inject an anticoagulant, which when
Oh,
injected,
dope.
prevents blood cells from clotting.
Uh-huh.
Once the prey has been injected with both venoms, the tendrils will rest and the prey will immediately collapse. All the prey can do is lie patiently, until succumbing to blood loss.
They drink
These
up the blood.
tendrils sense the blood, and move their way to the surface and begin to absorb the vital fluid.
Dope. I know in the first one, when I was talking about the Crawl and stuff, and how animals just loved it. We humans, we weren't quite making delicacies out of it yet, but we weren't far off. We're keeping them as pets, the trimmings, but we also have meat snakes that we're using for the stuff on the battlefields and the wars and cults, I guess. But then we have the mimics, and now we have the harvesters, and it seems like they're getting progressively more spicy towards humans, shall we say. So are we still okay with this infestation of all these bizarre creatures, or are we just vibing?
The harvester is decently rare, only populating sparse areas in the northern hemisphere and woodland
sick.
forests.
Dope. That's better for everyone. Except if you live in those places, soz.
If you are stung by a harvester, there will be no way of helping you, being that there is no cure, and fatality is 100% positive.
Stop it with the freaky glitching. Help. I'm not doing well. Oh, the phone is ringing. Why is the phone ringing? Well, that was the harvester, just letting me know that my food's on the way. Thanks, harvester. Anyway, family attacked by harvester while hiking. Authorities refuse to handle the harvester. Oh, like they don't want to go and deal with the one that killed that family? Yeah, fair. I mean, that sucks for the family, of course, but, well, what do you do? How do you get rid of it? A big bucket of salt would do some damage to it. I don't think you'd like it.
The best thing you can do is avoid encountering a harvester in the first place.
Easier
If
said
you
than
are hiking,
done.
take note of any warnings or signs saying that there are harvesters around. If you also notice an abundance of lush, ground-dwelling plants in a forested area, and there are no signs of wildlife, this is suspicious and you should leave the area, staying close to the base of large trees or rocks.
Oh, because the roots
If you
can't
find
grow there?
yourself in the middle of a harvester ground, do not panic. Sudden movements may activate the tendrils and will inject you. Although a harvester is rather forgiving, do not risk any skittish movements. Remain calm. You may come out unscathed, but don't be too obnoxious, or you will be a harvester's next meal.
I would definitely die. I'd start breakdancing. Oh, the host.
Host of influence.
The host of influence. Oh, okay. What was this? Secret spooky lore. I can't read that first word. It could be outside, but it also looks like cheesecake. So Cheesecake the Cave, during a time of hardship. The critters were struggling in those, something time, maybe. There was barely any food to go around. They would go and gather whatever they could, blah, 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 blah. Oh, look at them. They're so cute. Gathering little apples and stuff. Or are they looking out for the prince? They're looking out for the prince and they're worshipping him and he becomes their god. I don't know. Now tell me about this influencer.
The host of influence, more commonly referred to as the host, has its name derived from a host who invites guests to an event. Not to be confused with a host, a harborer of parasites or disease.
Okay, not to be confused.
The host is a semi-humanoid looking organism. It has
Semi-humanoid.
the structure of a head, torso, and arms.
Not
Other
legs,
than this,
though.
it shares no other characteristics.
I want to see what it looks like. Do I?
Instead of skin,
Oh!
the host is covered in muscular tissue fibers, tendons, and veins.
Why he kinda... I'm incredibly joking, but imagine just walking in the field, just taking your dog for a walk, and you just see some guy, literally rooted to the ground. I hate this story, and I hate this world that we're living in, and I hate that we're just fine with it. We moved on way too fast from all the meat snakes and stuff, and now there's just muscular men in the forest.
The host's head has a smooth surface where the face should be, attached to a crooked neck, which houses a slit in the front used for feeding.
Eh,
On the
why?
host's back is a mound of pores. Protruding from these pores are hollow, hair-like structures. These hairs are barrels that release spores produced within host's body by being fired into the air.
Now we got spores.
These spores are hazardous, so keep clear of them at all costs. Luckily,
Ooh,
the host...
I am so sorry. Oh god, what? I am so sorry I'm pausing so much. I just want to see everything. Oh, what the hell is that? I have no idea, and I don't think I want to know. I think I'm good.
The host is rare, only found in North America.
Oh, haha. Sorry.
Obtaining info about the host is a very risky and
That's
daunting
mean.
task. This is because of their rarity and of how dangerous it is to be up close to one. A host will release a cloud of spores into the air, which will be picked up by wind and carried great distances. If an organism inhales the spores, the particles will find their way into the organism's brain and infect them.
America, you
An
screwed.
infected organism will show no symptoms of infection right away, but a couple hours after infection the infected organism's behavior and thought process will change. The first symptoms that appear are restlessness, sluggish movement, numbness of joints, and lack of coordination.
How many people watched this section and thought, oh, Last of Us? That wasn't a read. It kind of was.
Then more serious symptoms appear over time. These include dizziness, migraines, impaired speech, and trembles.
So we
If
go
you
zombles.
or someone you know show these symptoms, contact poison control or emergency services.
Take them to the backyard and put them down.
The organism will cease all activities they were previously doing and begin to walk.
Oh,
The
no.
direction the infected will
Oh.
walk is towards the host whose spores have been inhaled by the infected individual.
Oh, they're going for the party.
It
To hang
makes
out.
their way to the host. They will kneel down in front of it, expose their vital organs, and the host will promptly gut and remove those organs. The host will consume them and discard the leftover scraps.
Oh, good.
However, if an infected organism doesn't reach the host within a 36-hour span or is treated for their infection, the effects will wear off and return back to normal.
Oh, it can be treated. Oh, good. That's good.
If a host is unable
Wow.
to find prey or doesn't like its current location, it will unroot itself and move to a new location.
Just scuttles off.
Next, the monoliths.
Monoliths? What?
The monoliths.
Ah! Oh. Although one day the critters found the cave while searching for food, they found the prince in a trance in his healing sleep. The critters were so awestruck and enchanted by the prince's magic. Oh. This thing has way too many
The
arms.
monolith is a very new creature, only
Oh,
showing up
good.
in June of 1972, in the area of... There are
Oh.
only 7 monoliths,
We don't
all
know.
of them located in a circular position, 1.5 kilometers in diameter. This ring
Oh.
of monoliths surrounds...
This is that cult stuff you were talking about. Fucking love cult
Each
stuff.
monolith has 2 trunk legs that are firmly embedded underground. The legs connect to a torso.
Ooh, we big.
What the monoliths do is simply stand and do nothing. The only activity documented that the monoliths have done was in...
I see. Boy, I would love this
The
information.
monolith that they had passes roared a deep bellow and swung its appendages at the team, completely wiping them out. When military vehicles
I
were
forgot by
dispatched,
spite of
once they
Artemis.
got close enough to top the monolith, it roared another call, this time releasing an EMP blast, completely knocking the vehicles out in the vicinity.
Sick!
Finally,
That's
long-distance
cool.
rockets were fired and struck the creature.
And I can sure it didn't go good. Oh, this is fulfilling all of my Siren Head needs that haven't been dealt with in so long.
Although damaged, it regenerated at great speed and resumed its stance unscathed. Eventually,
Sick.
the area has been fenced off and is now restricted to all. Ever since, the monolith
So they
stands
just stand
silently,
there.
now only a grand spectacle of awe and mystery, only adding more questions to these meat beings.
Meat beans.
And finally, the last creature on this list is...
Oh. Give me that spooky ookie dookie lore. Please. Oh. Who is this creature? Why are they here? Are they dangerous? As though something... What if this creature could use its magic to help them? It may grow food. or heal sickness. They continue to argue about the prince and his magic, and the majority of the critters agreed that the prince... I don't know what the last sentence says. I'm going to assume that they ended up agreeing that he would be potentially useful.
The singularity is an orb comprised of a dark-colored mineral with hints of luminous colors within its core. The singularity is estimated to be 1 meter in diameter. The orb has several unique qualities that are not well understood. The singularity typically can be found suspended in air by an unseen force.
Is it alive?
The population of these creatures is unknown. Almost all info about the singularity is hidden or confiscated by officials. We were only able to receive one classified document about the singularity being held by...
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Okay, you don't want me to know, I get it! Calm down!
Marvelous and majestic world that exists today. It's as extraordinary to have such strange and mysterious beings appear all around us.
Yeah,
Thank you for joining us on this journey
so
of
lucky.
exploration and discovery of the lives of these living meat creatures.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're so welcome. Wow. Thanks for watching. More to come. Oh, good. Wow. That was very interesting. I really like this series. I think it's got some really cool ideas. And boy, I'm glad I don't live in that world. I mean, maybe a trimming would make a good pet, though. Maybe I could put like a bow on it. Maybe it'd be pretty cute. I don't know. Either way, that was the Vita Carnis Living Meat Research documentary, the full footage version. And like I said, I enjoyed it. And we're not even done. There are so many other videos on this channel, and some of them look awful. There's one called a Mimic Defense Instructional Tape. I'm not into that. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this. I really hope you enjoyed it, and please let me know your theories and thoughts in the comments, because Lord knows I need them. I don't pretend to be good at figuring out lore. In fact, I'm pretty upfront about the fact that I'm terrible at it, so that's why I need you. But anyway, that's it for now. So thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, whatever it might be. Bye-bye.